Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. It's 4 PM on a Monday, and what do we do at 4 PM on a Monday? We do Monday Madness. We're on episode 8 of Monday Madness, and this one's called PlayStation Feet. And the reason why it's called PlayStation Feet, teaser for you, will become clear a little bit later on. A big thank you to everyone who's tuned in live. If you're watching this live, there is the live chat down below. There's also super chat, so if you do want your question or comment highlighted, then please do use that super chat feature. And if you're watching this after the live broadcast, then of course you can leave me a comment or a question below the video, and I'll answer as many as I can. Now, as always with the live broadcasts, I say a big hello to the first 4 in the live chat. So hello to David Butler, to Pap Sandor Barner, Sophie G and Gritty Shaker. Thank you very much for tuning in. But thank you of course to everyone who's tuned in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, before I get on with Monday Madness, a little bit of an update for you. Yes, everyone is asking me for a flood update. The studio is still not repaired. It's going to be about a month before I'm back recording in the regular place. But we are in the editing room, and we are going to talk about some crazy things that I found on the internet. Some not quite so crazy, but some very, very strange things I found on the internet over the past 48 hours. And if you want me to talk about anything you found, then of course you can put that in the comments section or in the live chat as well. And I'll either talk about it next time, or if you do it in the live chat, then I'll try and talk about it in this very broadcast. Now, I will take questions and suggestions a little bit later on. We're going to jump straight in and talk about the first thing today. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I used to own a Canon G7X, and I used to own a Canon G7X Mark II. And when this news broke, the internet went crazy. A lot of YouTubers obviously jumping on this because they're very excited about the Canon G7X Mark III. Some images appeared on Canon Rumours, and also it was touting that this would in fact record in 4K. Now, that would have been absolutely amazing. That would have been so good that I would have just been so happy, because that would have been an ideal combination of a compact camera and 4K recording all wrapped up in a really nice package. I saw so many YouTube content creators tweet that they were going to cover this, and then of course Canon Rumours did some more research and indeed have confirmed, unfortunately, very sad face, sad emoji, that these are indeed fake images, which is a little bit of a shame, because I would have liked to have seen this camera be real, but it isn't. So very sad about it. It would have been so cool to have a compact camera like that. Of course, there is the Sony RX100, I think up to Mark V now, which does record 4K. Not sure if there's still overheating issues in the Sony RX100 range, but certainly I really like the Canon Colour Science. If you watch my videos regularly, you'll have seen that I recently got a new vlogging camera. Indeed, it is sitting just here. This is the Canon... Oh, almost dropped it, but hung onto it by the Manfrotto Pixie Evo tripod. This is the Canon EOS M6, and I went back to this, albeit at 1080p 60 frames per second, because of the Canon Colour Science. So it would have been really cool if this G7X Mark III actually existed. Maybe it will one day. Maybe the next generation will do 4K, but it'll certainly be a lot later in 2018 rather than very soon, as those images might have suggested. So before I take a look inside the live chat, I know you're all putting plenty of messages in there. Let's jump in and look at the second topic for today. This is an Apple topic, and this is citing about the iPhone 6 Plus models. Mac Rumours reporting that whole device repairs on iPhone 6 Plus may be replaced with iPhone 6s Plus models throughout March. Now, Apple do this sometimes when they're running low on inventory of parts. So sometimes if you do go in with a broken device or a faulty device, they often do offer you a replacement, and if they've got no replacements of the model that you've taken in, then you get a free upgrade, which is very kind of them. One of the few companies that do this, so very good of them that they offer this service. Always great aftercare with Apple, apart from on a few occasions that I've had experiences with, but generally Apple's customer service is extremely good indeed. And really nice to learn that they're going to be upgrading some customers experiencing issues, and there have been a lot of issues coming out of the Apple camp of late. So what do you think of those first two stories? Let's take a look inside the live chat. We've got Plain Apple 287. In my opinion, the G7X is the best out of the range. I totally agree. I did a comparison between G7X and the G7X Mark II, and there was very little difference for that upgrade cost, and it was quite a big sort of upgrade cost because the original one had dropped down in price considerably. There was very little difference in the two models. Albert Yu, did you hear about Apple cancelling the iPhone 10? Didn't hear about that at all. Arnold Filou, hello from France. Hello to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We've also got a big hello from Michael Coleman and also from Peter R126. Plenty of you in the live chat. And Eshton Ralph, also in the live chat. You tune in pretty much every time. Nice to see you in the live broadcast as well. So we've also got the Pineapple 287 saying, does it cover the iPhone 6? I'd like the 6S. It doesn't mention that. It doesn't cite that model. And it is nice to get the free upgrade, but they only do it if they're running low on inventory of the model that you're having the issue with. For the love of Tech 2, dug up my old Olympus camera and the batteries won't charge. Any tips to help? Batteries don't last forever, unfortunately, so maybe pick up some cheaper third-party ones on Amazon, or pick up one initially and then you can check that the camera still works. I've used third-party batteries before with many different brands of camera, and although they're often not quite as good, sometimes they do in fact offer a better sort of charge capacity as well, so do check that out. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the live chat at the moment. Let's move back across and take a look at the third thing. This is a crazy one. Are you ready for this? This is a crazy topic. This is on Engadget. And before I tell you about this particular story, please do check out the video description. Full credit to all of the websites I'm using for this particular broadcast. Please do visit them and check out the full article that they've taken the time to publish. But I had to share this with you from Engadget, fantastic website. Nike's PlayStation PG2s are like a dual shock for your feet. Now, not only these very techy and very geeky, just look at the design. I absolutely love it. Just look at this design on these trainers. Wow. I'm sold. Take my money. I really do like them. I don't often like black trainers. I tend to go for white, sort of crisp white trainers. These are really very nice. And they've got some really cool features in there. Amazing. You can turn them on or off with a button located inside the sneaker, and you'll feel a pulse when you press it. That's meant to mimic vibrations from a DualShock controller. It's also got a tongue with a PS light up logo in blue. They look absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm not going to read all of the article. Do head over to the Engadget website to check this out. I just really wanted to show you the design of these because, again, I think these look gorgeous. I really do. And I can't wait till they're available. They're probably going to sell out fast. It's going to be one of those things where you have to sort of either pre-order or be ready for when they drop and pick them up extremely quick. I've got quite a trainer or sneaker collection myself, and I do really like the look of these. I think they look absolutely fantastic. So let's go to the final article I want to talk to you about. This is on the BBC News website in the UK. Amazon opens a supermarket with no checkouts. We knew this was going to happen. We knew this was coming. And there are other supermarkets that do this already, I think, but this is certainly one of the first. And Amazon probably do it really well with the technology they've got. Amazon Go in Seattle has been tested by staff for the past year. It uses an array of ceiling-mounted cameras to identify each customer and track what items they select, eliminating the need for billing. Purchases are billed to the customer's credit cards when they leave the store. Before entering, shoppers must scan the Amazon Go smartphone app. Sensors on the shelf add items to the bill as customers pick them up and deletes any they put back. Wow, this looks like it has been thought out thoroughly, and that is very exciting. Now, it's very exciting for convenience. It is concerning for another reason, and I'm sure a lot of you will feel my opinion on this, or agree with it, I hope. If we're replacing too many people, it could be not great for the economy. Of course, it's great for convenience, but think of all the checkout people that they would have got rid of for this particular supermarket. No need for anybody to sit on the tills checking things out. Think of all of the inventory checkers as well, because now there won't be anybody checking inventory. They'll be sort of replenished when the computer tells them to replenish it. And it's just a bit of a shame. I've seen this happen in some banks in the UK already, where they've got rid of all counter staff bar one. They normally have one little counter in the corner, and you go in there and it is all sort of cash machines that you do your deposits and your withdrawals from. And the cash machines aren't fantastic either. Sometimes they count the money and then spit it out because just one note isn't recognised, and then you try it again. And sometimes even now when you go into a bank and you go up to the till, the person behind the till says, well, you need to use the machine next time you come in. And you're like, well, actually, me using you is keeping you in a job, so you shouldn't really be telling me that, even though you've probably been told from a higher up that you have to say that to every customer. It's not a great thing. It really isn't a great thing, getting rid of this human-to-human contact. Some people will say it's progress, and on certain things it is. When it increases your sort of enjoyability and your service satisfaction in a particular business, then I think it's good. But just being able to walk in, pick up and go out quickly, yeah, it's good for some people, but I don't think it's good long term. I think we're trying to automate too much. Let me know what you think, of course, in the live chat. So let's have a look in the live chat again. We have got Floyd Daggs. Hello from Alaska. That is absolutely amazing. Hello from Alaska. Thank you very much for tuning in. That is really very, very cool. For the Tech of Love 2, how's the dumb phone challenge going? There will be an update on that probably tomorrow. Rob Pinchbeck, looking forward to the Samsung Galaxy S9. Yeah, that looks like a really cool device. I will try and get one in to actually test. For the Love of Tech 2 says, M&S have that feature. Never found anyone in store when you need help. I don't think they've introduced fully automated checkouts, but I know what you mean. A very sort of skeleton staff in some M&S shops. Did you hear about Pineapple saying... Oh, sorry, Plain Apple saying same. Did you hear about the LG G7 being cancelled? I don't know if it is for sure, though. I think there was just some very early rumours, and probably the rumours were discounted. LG probably will do a G7. I think they will. They're pretty much set with doing their G range and then their V range. So do stay tuned for that. Talking of their V range, just sitting over here, and I can't really test this yet because I'm doing my dumb phone challenge, but this is an LG V30 in the studio. A little bit of a sneak peek for you there, and I'm really looking forward to actually testing this. So I've set it up, and then it's just going to remain pretty much on the shelf until I finish my dumb phone challenge. So, which is really hard because it looks like a fantastic device, but I'm not able to use it for anything other than if I'm sitting at my desk at the moment, because I am in this rigid or very strict thing where I'm only going to be using the Nokia 3310 3G, of which I have done one text on, but the update is tomorrow, so do stay tuned for that. I've also got somebody here saying, I just lost it because when I scroll up the live chat goes crazy. Here we go. Raymond Moore, any thoughts and predictions for the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S9, Dave? Well, not really any predictions, thoughts. It's going to be a really nice device. I think Samsung seem to be taking a different different path for this device. From what I've seen of the rumoured specifications or the leaked specifications, it's not a big jump up. So maybe they're just refining things and making it a really stable and solid offering. So I'm excited to see it though. One of my most watched videos is the Samsung Galaxy S2 video I did years and years and years ago, which is approaching 4 million views. So I've tested pretty much every iteration of the Samsung Galaxy S range. So I'm really excited to actually see it and handle it. Paul Welford, hey Dave, thanks for the USB-C drive you recommended today. Ordered it and it's on its way. Awesome. Paul was asking for a recommendation for a USB-C drive for his MacBook Pro with Thunderbolt, and I recommended to him that he had a look at the LaCie Porsche design drives. I've got one myself. It's actually sitting over here Here you go, Paul. This is what you're going to be getting delivered tomorrow. This is my LeC Porsche design drive. USB-C on this end here, little LED light. I've been using this for almost a year now, I think, or it might be just over a year, and it's worked absolutely fine. This is a 2 terabyte one, and it's a really slimline drive, beautifully made, just a robust little drive, and I love the design as well. Really nice design on that. So you've got yourself a good drive coming there, Paul, and thank you again for using my link. If anyone ever needs any recommendations for any sort of tech item or gadget, I'm always happy to research it for you. And if you get in touch with me on Twitter by following Geekanoids, so if you follow Geekanoids on Twitter, tweet me what you're looking for, and normally within a couple of hours I'll have a little bit of a research for you, and then I'll send you over a link. More often than not, you know, I'm always transparent with you guys. It is an affiliate link, so I do get a little bit of kickback from it, but I'm always happy to give you an honest sort of recommendation, something I've actually used, and that's a good example of it. Recommending a drive that I've been really happy with. We've also got here James Baker, in the spirit of the Dumb Phone Challenge, how about going 2 weeks without using a cell service? Can you make it on Wi-Fi alone with a smartphone? That is a really good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. That would be really hard though. Just Wi-Fi without any cell service would be very difficult. Raymond Moore, what lens are you using with the Canon? Does it come with a kit lens? It does come with a kit lens. It comes with a 15 to 45mm lens. I didn't opt for that. I just got a body only and went for the wider angle 11 to 22mm lens. So that's what I've got on there, the 11 to 22mm lens from Canon. And if you haven't seen my video, I show you how I rigged up this microphone. Instead of putting it on the hot shoe mount at the top, I mounted it on the side, so please do check out that video as well. But the 11 to 22mm just gives me that bit more wide angle for if I'm recording myself, and it's turned out to be a really good lens. Alex Anderson, hello to you, Alex. Thanks for tuning in. What did you do at the start, Dave? I missed it. Well, we're covering the fake Canon G7X Mark III news, which you might have missed, and then the iPhone 6 Plus we also covered. Apple are replacing some iPhone 6 Pluses with 6S Pluses because of inventory issues. The Nike PlayStation 2 PG2 sneakers, which look very cool, and we've also covered the Amazon supermarkets with auto checkout, so no people checking you out. So you can always watch this after the event, Alex, and catch up on what you've missed. Please do that. The S9 release date is the 16th of March, according to Rob Pinchbeck. That'd be very cool. Really excited for that. And Raymond Moore saying, is the Canon better than the Sony a6000, Dave? Well, not necessarily better. It depends what you're happy with using. You know, it's all very personal choice. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but the Sony a6000, if I remember correctly, still does 4K. I might be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure it does 4K. And it's a great camera. I've used many. In fact, I still use Panasonic cameras as well. But what drew me to the Canon was the colours it reproduces. So the colour in the video is really nice, and it's just something I personally like. And I'll also get more comments on the colour in Canon videos as well. I'm using a Sony camera to do this, albeit a video camera, to do this live broadcast. And more often than not, people say the colours look a little bit muted. And of course, with live broadcast, it's very difficult for me to adjust the colours. But with Canon, the sensor does some gorgeous stuff with colours. I really do like it. And this is very relevant as well. Plain Apple 287 saying, currently using a camcorder for my channel, the Sony Handycam CX240E. It's a really nice camera. What do you think of it? Or using a camera for YouTube videos? Well, there you go. I'm using a video camera or a camcorder for these live broadcasts, and I absolutely love it. It's very easy to set up, put on a tripod, hit record, and then you're good to go. And doing the live broadcast as well, just simply plug it in via HDMI to my Camlink product from Elgato, hit go live on my software, and I'm live. You know, very minimal setup. It's all automatic. So I think they're still really very good. Alexa Martin, how is the water recovery? Still ongoing, Alexa. It's going to be probably about a month before I'm back recording or pre-recording videos. Of course, I can still do the live broadcast, so there's no problem there. So that is pretty much it for this particular episode of Monday Madness. I hope you enjoyed it. It's the start of a new week, full of new opportunities. So whatever you're doing, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.